just that specific issue of just animal and veganism and whatnot into this, but cannot get him to see the connection and embrace this. This will, you know, ultimately help his cause as well. I mean, I can see the connection of it.
Right.
But I'm just having resistance from friends and all their separate little issues. You know, everybody's got their focus that they're really interested in. To see the connection to this, and they're just really close to it. You know? It's frustrating for them.
Yeah, I can see that. I've run into similar resistance. One thing I've come to understand is that we're talking about issues that are symptoms. Okay, so this person is a vegan. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and so their basically advocacy would be don't kill animals. Is that correct?
And industrial food production.
Right. Of course. Yeah. The meat production on the planet. When you look at it, it's disgusting. What we do, but to understand it from the point of view of a system means that you understand from the point of view of that there's an interconnectedness, it's a relationship. So what we're talking about are symptoms. See, if you're looking at it from the point of view of a problem, you're looking at it in isolation. You're looking at it by itself as something that needs to be fought, something that needs to be thrown money at, lobbied. Of course, you're back into doing advocacy of his own, probably, against treatment of animals and things like that. But when you understand things in relationship to the system that it's in, then it's no longer an isolated phenomenon. Okay, it becomes, well, I say it's a symptom. Okay, in symptoms you can treat symptoms, but if you're not going to address the root cause of what's producing the outcome, then no amount of fighting, no amount of anger, no amount of protest, no amount of money is going to make any difference. I mean, you might, like a stock market, see little fluctuations, but the trend is not going to change. So that would be my recommendation, is there is a connection to how we're producing food in this planet, the impacts on our health, and also how the behavior is rewarded. I mean, let's face it, you know, it's a huge industry. And if it's profitable for a group of people, then that behavior is being reinforced. So now you have these two modes of thought conflicting with each other and fighting against each other. And then it becomes a ideological debate, because now we're no longer talking about calories. We're no longer talking about protein. We're no longer talking about what is the requirement of our physiology, basically. And that's where things go crazy, and that's probably where it becomes very difficult, because when you're coming up against somebody's ideologies, the invisible, you know, psychological buttons are getting pressed, and that becomes a difficult situation. But I would bring it back to the connection through that it's a systemic outcome. It's not an isolated problem, that it's a symptom. And if you want to address symptoms, you have to get to the root cause.
Yeah, I understand. Thanks.